back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams, and this is our starting 11 for the Bournemouth Everton EFL Cup game, which is away at the Vitality Stadium. Without further ado, I'll get straight into it because there's a couple of gaps in here due to injury, and I'll get through them as I get through them. So without further ado, goalkeeper, I think I would play Jordan Pickford just to be safe, but I've got a feeling that cup goalkeepers are important to Lampard, as they are to a lot of managers. A lot of managers like to rotate. It's risky, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say this is a must win, but a bad result here followed by a bad result on Saturday after what is best described as a limp attempt against Leicester would leave a bad just a bad feeling as we then go into a really odd long break, which can go either one or two ways. I actually think the break would be good for teams that are in a rut, especially teams like us where, let's be honest, not a lot of these lads are going the World Cup. So then it allows more time to train, more time to prepare. Your players are going to be fitter because they're not in the World Cup. So then when the season starts again, hopefully you take that as an advantage. That is an advantage to us. So hopefully we take that. But that being said, there is also the chance that it's a lot of time to spew and sort of stew in your sort of disappointment at the way it's brought in. It depends how you look at it. I actually think the break would, a lot of teams that are sort of like us, where they've not got many World Cup quality players, if they're down on their luck, this is actually a perfect opportunity to just sort of bounce back and take advantage of some of the clubs that do have World Cup players in them. But I think he'll start Begovic. Jordan Pickford is one of those World Cup players, unfortunately. But I think he'll start Begovic as a cup keeper. So I think we'll have Begovic in goal. Right back, I think he'll start Patterson. We've seen cameos from him. I think he's going to play him and hope that he gets his match fitness up. Maybe leaves him for Saturday and plays Coleman, but I think he'll start Patterson. This is a good game to wean him back into. As for the centre-backs, he said Yerry Mina's in contention. Lampard did, but I don't think he'll risk that. Yerry Mina is very much made of fiberglass, and I wouldn't even risk him. He's got to come back when he's properly ready, not sort of like this. I can see him playing one of Cody and Tarkowski, if not both of them. He's probably going to play both of them. I don't think he trusts Michael Keane, so Cody and Tarkowski, and then I think he'll play Mykolenko instead of Vinagre just because Mykolenko can and is a good player. Vinagre is a bit of a risk. I think he'll take risks when needed, but I don't think he'll take a lot of risks because I think Lampard will realise this is, like I said, one that not must win, but like I said, I think if it's a loss followed by another loss, I think fans' opinions will turn as well. Or not turn, but maybe realise that this is a tougher battle. And then, unfortunately, every fan base has it. Some will turn quicker than others. So, yeah, I think that'll be the back four. I'm hoping he'll play the 4-2-3-1 like we did over the last couple of games. He reverted back to the 4-3-3 with Iwobi playing as the right centre mid. And it sort of didn't help us at all. I hope he goes back to the 4-2-3-1 with Iwobi being the cam. And then when we defend, it's a 4-3-3. Idrissa Gana Gueye is injured. That's one of the players out on his quad. He's meant to be undergoing scans on Monday, which is today as of recording. It'll probably be like yesterday when the time this video goes out. So yeah, no Idrissa Gana Gueye, which makes me think he'll play James Garner. We've seen cameos of Garner. I'd like to see Garner have more match time, so it'll be very interesting to see. Let's hope that he gets some game time and gets the chance to impress. Next to him, again, Onana's injured. It's a good job we've got a lot of depth in midfield, really, because Onana's injured with an ankle injury. He's also undergoing scans. I think the most sensible one here is probably Doucouré. He could bring in Tom Davis, but I think he's going to stick with Doucouré. And Doucouré's a good centre mid. I've seen him get a bit of flack. It's his first couple of games back. He's not getting regular minutes. Everyone was, screaming his praises during the Ancelotti era. He doesn't just go to a bad footballer. All right, there's a world-class manager, but Doucouré is still a very good footballer, in my opinion. And then in the number 10 role, hopefully Alex Iwobi, just because he's our best player at the minute, other than Jordan Pickford. And then up front, Calvert-Lewin is... we'll go to the wings first. The wings, I think he'll play Gordon and McNeil. We only have three wingers, unless he plays Vinagre as a winger, which maybe he'll do. Maybe Vinagre and Damari Gray or something. But he normally likes McNeil, Gordon, and Gray. I think he might play McNeil and Anthony Gordon. And up front, he'll play Neil Moipai because Calvert-Lewin is also injured with a hamstring injury. Hopefully, that's not a bad one because Dominic Calvert-Lewin is very much worryingly, his injuries are becoming a bit like Yerry Mina's. I didn't want to say it because I really do like him and he's got great ability, but after a while, you start to worry, is he a bit cursed? So, yeah, I think the starting 11 to run that back will be Begovic in goal, Patterson, Cody Tarkowski, Mikalenko as the back defence, Garner and Decore as the two centre mids, with Alex Iwobi just in front of them, with I believe I said McNeil and Gordon out on the wings, and Neil Moipai in the middle, up front. So that's my starting 11 for the EFL Cup game. Let me know your thoughts down below and your score predictions. I'll see you guys very soon.